back to my channel. My name is Tina. Today we're going to check out the new Juvias Place palette. This is the Afrique palette from Juvias Place. The Afrique, a true representation of beautiful art and glamour. The Afrique eyeshadow collection consists of 12 highly pigmented eyeshadows. As always, the outside of their packaging is stunning. I do wish they would stop doing this with the colors so that they're very difficult to read. I mean, there's just no reason to do that. Reading yellow on orange is very, very hard. Hopefully their shade names aren't on there. When they send it to you, it comes in a big box with bubble wrap, and then this is in that. So the outside of the packaging looks the same as the box, and then you open it up and there's the plastic thing, and it has this beautiful design inside. Most of their palettes have a beautiful inner design that's like the material of the place. Oh good. So the colors on here are written in white on blue, so pretty easy to read. It says they're cruelty free, designed by Juvias Place. I have watched a couple of reviews on this, and I know that these work best with an eye primer. I always use an eye primer anyways. So let's see how these work out for me. Oh goody. So again, their names are super tribal. I'm going to massacre them. 8 of them are matte. 3 of them look like shimmers and 2 look like pressed glitters to me. Let's jump into this top row and see how it swatches. We have Côte d'Ivoire, which is a beautiful blue, and it does swatch beautifully. This is Dakar, Niger, Togo, which is the glitter right there. Then the next row is Bentu, Katano. And just so you know how I do my swatches, and I'm going to switch arms because that's halfway through. I just take one finger and I take the shadows, and that's just how I do it. I don't even know how that turned out. That turned out pretty good for yellow. It does get a little bit streaky and powdery there at the end, but you know, that's kind of expected from swatches. We have Cameroon, Angelique, which is this beautiful shimmer. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on my super pale skin. Kissy, which looks like that. Faya, pretty red. Kofi, which is a beautiful coppery gold, old gold. The most important part here is how do these work on the lid? We are just going to use this whole palette, I think, today because while Kissy might be a little bit dark on my lids, I think it will work. One thing I do kind of wish Juvias Place did is include a mirror. I'm just going to take Kissy and put it all over my lids. It's a great color. It is just a tiny bit dark for what I like to use for base, but it's not bad at all, and it's very nice and blendable. So I'm going to take Cameroon and put that in my crease. Also, super blendable, super easy to use. As usual, it doesn't take much to get these shadows on your lid from Juvias Place, but they don't feel quite the same. They are a little drier than usual for Juvias Place, so yeah, that's kind of weird. I'm gonna take Dakar, which is that bright orange, and just start doing my outer corner. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I'm in love with that orange shade. I'm just gonna blend it a bit with a clean brush. Now I'm going to take some Tarte Shape Tape and that on my lid, do a bit of a cut crease here. So I'm going to put the blue across the lid and then some of this Angelique in the center. And I'm just using a flat shader brush. These shades are gorgeous, but because you have blue and orange, there, if you see where I got off the concealer a little bit, it turned like this really awful color. It does that not because they're bad shadows or don't blend, but because these two colors are opposite each other on the color wheel, and yeah, they're going to create a muddy color. It's just the way it is. You can't defy the laws of color, unfortunately. Now you can see it right there on this outer edge where I got it off. It's just a little bit. That blue is stunning. So I'm just gonna take my finger. Well, that isn't applying very well with my finger. So I'm just gonna take a flat shader brush. I'm just gonna dampen my brush and go back in with that Angelique and put that on my lid again and see if I can't pop that up a little bit to more, there we go. I just wanted more of a shimmer and just barely touching into the orange right there. And then I'm just gonna bring it in on the inner corner. I didn't do my concealer yet because I wasn't sure how these shadows were going to apply and if there was going to be a bunch of fallout. There was some fallout when I used my flat shader brush with the Angelique and like was really packing it on there. But other than that, I don't see any of the blue or orange down there, which is kind of amazing. So I'm just gonna put on my concealer. I'm just tidying up this outer corner a little bit. I'm gonna go back to the orange and just bring that around my lower lash line a little bit. And I wanna try another color out of here. What color should I use? I'm gonna go into Bin 2, which is a red, and just tight line with that on my lower lash line. That is super pretty and it goes on real easily. It's harder to tell on your lower lash line, but it seems to blend okay. So let me get my eyeliner and mascara on and I'll be right back and we'll talk about this palette. I'm back. My eyes are done. Just have highlighting to do. So I thought I'd talk to you about this palette. While I did that, I'm just gonna use my Smashbox Rose Gold highlight. This palette, as always with Juvias Place, is beautiful. There are a few shades in here that I think are super unique and interesting. Like that blue is stunning. There are quite a few shades in there that aren't super unique. So if you're not really, you know, into those kind of shades, I don't know that this palette is necessarily going to be what you want. Because while it's gorgeous, if you already have a palette with these shades and the pigmentation of this, I'm not sure why you'd want to buy it again. Because it's not going to be like you're going to want to wear a sky blue all the time. But if you love Juvias Place like I do and just want to have every one of their palettes, then absolutely this is a must-have. Or if you like color and you don't, some of these colors like this yellow here, which I didn't play with today. I plan to soon though. Oregon Ducks, yeah, here I come, right there. As a matter of fact, I can go Oregon Ducks and then Montana Grizzlies. Yes, right there. Look at that. Seriously, if you're into football and want to dress up for your team, this has got you covered, I think, pretty much. For most teams. I think it's gorgeous. I think that the shades swatch beautifully. I had swatched this the other day and fell asleep, woke up, got in the shower, and I was like, what is this? They were still on my arms. They weren't as vibrant as they are right now. They were still on there. And that yellow is kind of surprising me. I was expecting, I've seen other people swatch it and it like didn't look like anything. On me, it's like super bright. Probably because I'm super pale. I didn't love is the fact that the shadows, Angelique, did not perform the way I expect their shimmers to. I'm having a tough time keeping it right where I want it, even with setting spray on my lid. Usually with Juvias Place, you can do a very precise look and it'll stay very precise all day long. And this one, these seem to move around a little more than usual. Like I said before, if you're really inexperienced with blending color, this palette could be problematic for you because what you're gonna wanna do is blend it like other shadows, but when you start trying to blend blue into orange, you're going to get mud. That's just the way color is. It's how, if you dip those two crayons and did that, same thing would happen. It doesn't work. You're gonna be like ripping your hair out going, this looks awful. And that's why. When you're dealing with true pigment shades, and several of these are primary colors, you're not gonna be able to blend them the way you do other shades. Like you can blend a plum into a purple and it'll look fine because those two shades have similar backgrounds and stuff. But these don't have that option because they're primary colors. If you already know that, then skip that. But I thought I'd let you know because I have a feeling that there are gonna be some people out there going, oh my God, why? Why is it doing this to me? It's because they're primary colors. And you can't get around how primary colors work. If you mix yellow and blue together, you get green. Let's find out if you mix this yellow and blue together if you get green. So I have a big streak of yellow right there. And now I'm gonna put in a streak of blue on top and start blending, and yep, it turns green. Not like super perfectly as if you had watercolors, but it certainly turns green. I just want to let you guys know that in case you didn't know that and you were like, but they're eyeshadows, they should work that way. It would be great if in a perfect world they worked that way, but primary colors are gonna work, like primary colors work. Alright, I will talk to you guys later. Have you guys tried this palette, ordered it? Are you excited to try it? Because I got it as soon as I saw it was out. I loved these shades, and I've been looking for a yellow for a while that I really like. And I have an idea for this palette, so you're gonna be seeing it again a few times in the near future. Let me know what your thoughts on this palette were, and if you created any cool looks with it, I'd love to see them. You can tag me on Instagram or Facebook. I will talk to you guys later. Bye!